Okay, hello everyone. I hope you all are doing well today. So, this is another live question and answer session that I wanted to host for professional women to help you on your journey. So, if you are new to me, my name is Dr. Jacinta Lamontai. I am the CEO and founder of Excite Excellence Incorporated, and my goal really is to help as many professional women as I can to elevate their communication skills so that they can find new opportunities, earn more income, and speak with authority at work. And one of the things that typically comes up oftentimes as it relates to interviewing is a question that I received to answer during our live today. And if you have any additional questions, as you're attending, please let me know if anything comes up for anyone that's here. And if you have any questions, just let me know. If not, if you're watching this via the replay, then let me know if you have any questions. I'll be happy to answer them for you. So, one of the questions that I received was, how can I not say too much during an interview? And it's a really great question to answer, because oftentimes what I've noticed in an interview setting is that sometimes we tend to say more than what is really needed. What do I mean by that? I've had individuals interview with me. They'll tell me literally their entire life story, which it is important to get to know someone, but they'll tell a little bit too much. So, the things that are most relevant for the position that you are applying for are the things that you should talk about. When it comes to certain specific situations that may be going on external to your job, maybe some events you just participated in, unless they are relevant to the job, those are things you probably want to just keep to yourself. When you're talking about your family and etc., those questions sometimes are not appropriate. And so it really just depends on the context and the situation that you have. But there's just certain things you just don't need to discuss when it comes to the interview. So, what I encourage you to do from a coaching perspective is to take a few moments out of your day to look and really think about what are some of those things that are very important that you want to make sure are said during an interview to highlight your skills. Everything else are things that if the topic comes up, you're welcome to talk about it, but just keep in mind less is more when it comes to certain aspects of your personal life as it relates to an interview. Now, professionally, you should be able to roll out the red carpet and tell them everything they need to know about you as a professional woman. Yes, tell them everything they know. But when it comes to you personally, just be selective. Now, the interviewers are going to want to get a sense of your personality. They are going to want to know who they would be working with, not just you on paper and only the professional accomplishments that you have completed. A great thing that I have done in the past, and I tell a lot of my clients to do when they are at that point where they want to share a bit about themselves, but not really too much, is to give a very general overview. I This is an example. I enjoy reading about public speaking. That's just me personally. Or you could say I enjoy reading about whatever it is specifically. Maybe you have a craft, or maybe there's a certain skill that you're developing, something that you can still, regardless of what it is that may be personal about you, you are still able to turn that around into the job itself in terms of what you are planning to do. Now, if you want to have some additional support with this, for the person that asked this question, which is a very good question, by the way, because people struggle with this. But if you want some additional support, or if you want to have some practice, all for giving practice. Let me know if it's something that you're interested in. I'd be more than happy to support you and do practice interviews with you, particularly on my interview sessions. It'll probably be very helpful for you. But let me know if you want some practice on that. I'd be happy to help you in that way. Now, that's the question for the employee. I did want to share something for employers because I know right now a lot of people are looking for great talent, and sometimes it can be challenging to ask those right questions. So I want to help the employees and the employers who are trying to interview and find really good talent. So this is a question that I would want to let the employers know about. When you're asking questions to an interviewee, one question that I have found that has been helpful for me to get an idea as to how well this person could potentially work with the organization I'm working for or for my business is the following. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? This question is not just a superficial question to say, tell me about yourself and where you want to be. It actually will tell you a lot about your particular candidate. This is how. If someone can tell you where they see themselves in 5 years, that means that there is a organized and somewhat logical thought process that they have that could benefit you as the employee. If you have someone that tells you, I don't know where I'm going to be at in 5 years, I haven't really thought about that, that's fine. But just know that there may be some depth to that individual that you don't have access to right now to know if they're going to be a good fit, and you may struggle a bit. I can say I've done both. I have had individuals tell me they didn't know what they wanted to do in 5 years, and I've had individuals tell me they know exactly what they want to do in 5 years. And I've seen a mix of both, but for the most part, the individuals who have a plan in their mind, those are the individuals who are going to be very good for your organization, who are going to be the leaders that you need because they have the ability in their own personal lives or in their professional lives to think ahead and critically think. Now, I know this question specifically was for interviewers to ask interviewees. However, if you are following any of my channels, my goal is really to help you to become that exceptional professional woman that I know that you have the ability to be. And so I want to be able to share with you from the interviewer standpoint some questions that may come up or some things for you to think about that can actually help you to stand out as a candidate. So, answer the question as it relates to how do you not say too much in an interview. Take a few moments to think about what specifically as it relates to your professional life that you want to highlight and talk about during the interview. And think of a few, maybe one personal thing that you have some interest in, but can easily be turned into something that can actually help you for your job interview. And then, of course, for the employers, as a recap, ask your candidate, where do they see themselves in 5 years? This will give you a lot of great insight in terms of the candidate themselves, their plans, how they think about things, and those things can actually help benefit your organization. And as the interviewee, if you have this question planned in your mind, or if you're not asked it and you want to mention it, it will help you stand out as somebody who is organized and has a logical thought process to how they want to accomplish things. So I hope this information was helpful. I hope that first question, hope it was answered the way that you wanted to have it answered. I really appreciate you all for your support and for just being here and asking me questions, even if you're not able to attend. As I mentioned, if you have questions on the replay, please feel free to contact me. I'm on LinkedIn, I'm on YouTube, I'm on Instagram. Those are really my main platforms I spend most of my time on. And I do want to share with you that I have a very exciting event coming up next Monday. Next Monday, I'm going to be hosting a free webinar that talks about executive communication skills for professional women. So if you are a professional woman who is either an emerging leader, an established executive, or in a career transition, you are going to want to learn some professional skills as it relates to executive communication. If you are new in your role, this webinar is going to help you have a really solid foundation as it relates to executive communication skills and helping you to accelerate your career. If you are an established executive, this is going to be a really good refresher, kind of getting back to the basics to help you redefine your executive presence and how you communicate with your teams. And if you're in a career transition, this is a great opportunity for you just to have a good sense of your new role and how you want to present yourself as an executive so that you can accelerate, do bigger things, take on larger responsibilities, and of course, be able to be satisfied professionally and earn more income. So, I will leave a link to the webinar on my platforms. Just follow me. Please make sure you register for the webinar as it relates to executive communication skills for professional women so I can send you the replay. Because after I'm finished with the webinar and I've sent out the replay to all the individuals that attended, even if you can't make it, it's okay. Please register. Because once it's over, I will be taking it offline and plan on repurpose it in other ways. So I hope this information has been helpful helpful to you. I'm so excited about everything. I hope it's been helpful to you. If you have any other questions, feel free to reach out to me and let me know. And I am looking forward to hearing from you, getting your comments. I'm here to support you any way that I can on your journey. And I hope you all have a fantastic day. Bye for now.